I just found out after having this chair for years that you can raise it, so pretty much we're changing the game. Hello everybody, my name is Jordan and thank you so much for joining me for another video today. Unless, of course, it's your first time showing up. You are so fashionably late, but the drinks are flowing and the music is bumping. I wanted to start a new series on this channel where I would go through and analyze, review, first impressions, a bunch of different perfume houses, highlighting specifically niche perfumers, indie perfumers, lesser known creators. That way, hopefully, both you and I will find a bunch of brand new fragrances together. So today is going to be episode 1. The first house that we are going to be reviewing is Liis. So I went ahead and got both of the discovery sets that they offer. This is the Unseen and the Vivid discovery set. Each of them has 5 scents inside, but there is the one overlap. We'll get into it. Before we do get to sniffing, let's just go over a little bit of the background of the brand. So the brand itself is founded by Elisa and Leslie, who grew up next to each other but never meeting, and came together later in life to start this brand. Liis as a brand is made in California and is cruelty-free and vegan, which I love all of those things. They say that Liis as a brand was founded as a creative expression using scent as the medium. They draw upon personal experience and emotion and its inspiration. They say that the final composition of the scent is a story that will be told and interpreted by the person wearing it, which is very, very fun. I love that. We all know that I think of scent as a very intimate form of self-expression. I wear fragrances for me, not for the world, but I do love when a brand itself is centering their fragrances around the wearer and less of the projection or how you are going to be perceived while wearing it. They do say that their fragrances are minimalist, which is not exactly how I would describe my fragrance profile, but you never know. Let's get into it. We have 9 fragrances that we are going to review today, and hopefully we will find one at the end that is a full bottle worthy, but I'm going to be completely honest, not sponsored, not affiliated in any way, and I'm going to give you my full and honest opinions on these. Maybe I'll rank them at the end. I don't really know. We'll see. We are going to start this little discovery with the Vivid Discovery Set, and the packaging on this is actually super, super cute. And it comes in this little branded bag with all of the little samples on the inside. I'm so excited. So the order I'm going to review these in, I'm just going to go on what it says the back of the box is labeled. So we're going to start with Rosetruck. And for a little bit of fun extra, since this is a first impression, I have not looked at any of the notes. We will be doing that afterwards, but I thought it could be fun to see what hits me first. I will say, I'm glad I'm starting with rose first because I don't like rose fragrances, and let's just get the one that I don't think I'll like out of the way first. There is already a strong whiff of rose that I am getting, which makes sense given its name. It's interesting though because I get something a little sweet along with the rose. It's not just like a pure rose that I was expecting. Juicy, something fruity along with it. And then a little something green, like maybe something herbal, I would say. But definitely, definitely rose. You can tell rose all throughout the entire fragrance. It's rose. It's rose. And I don't, there's so many people that love rose. I'm not one of them. I'm so sorry, you guys. But it's interesting because it isn't just rose. It has a little bit of that juiciness and then that little herbalness I was telling you about. But let's look at the notes. Let's see what it actually does have in it. So I have pulled up the notes and it looks like we have tangerine black currant as the top notes, the middle notes of matcha tea, which that's where that little bit of herbalness was coming in. And I love anything with a matcha note in it, so I like that. I do love that. And then the base notes, we have May Rose and then Damask Rose, which I absolutely can tell all of that. The black currant and the tangerine were a little bit of a surprise. I could tell something a little bit fruity, but I don't know. I love the tangerine. To me, rose has always just given off a little bit of a shampoo or a bathroom cleaner type of vibe, and so I just don't really have an affinity for rose fragrances, rose scented things. But this is it's a very beautiful green, kind of juicy, fruity rose. It's not just pure rose. It has that little bit of like fun to it, which is really nice. It smells like squeaky clean, like you just stepped out of the shower to me, which it kind of makes sense with their minimalist profile that they're giving off. It's not my personal favorite, but it's just the first one. And I started, starting with rose. I'm not really inclined to love rose so much, but let's move on to the next fragrance. The next one we have is Floating, which, unlike Rosetruck, this really is not giving me any indication of what this smells like based on the name. So let's just go ahead and spray it. It's definitely juicy. It's fruitier than the last one. The last one had a lot of that tangerine in it to make it juicy, but this one is it's different. It's a different fruit. Maybe peach. It's peach. I have no peach in like any of my fragrances, but this is peach. Oh, that's lovely. I'm really getting nothing but peach from this. But there's a little something else. It's peach and a little bit clean. So maybe like a peach and a lemon. I don't know. It's peach and a little bit something else, but this is just whatever that something else is, it's absolutely overshadowed by all of the peach that's in here. And I've never had peach. This is so interesting. This is a first for me. Out of all of my fragrances that I've gone through my entire life, I don't think I've ever had peach in any of them. But it's delicious though. Oh, I really like this one. It's juicy. It's juicy and it's clean. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, let's get the notes because I am so curious to see what the other additions are with this, and I'm curious to see if it's peach and lemon like I have predicted. Okay, let's get that. Okay, interesting. I was absolutely right about the peach, which is making me feel very validated right now. This has linen, peach, bergamot, wild orchid, and sequoia. It's the wood. If I'm pronouncing anything wrong, please leave me alone. But this is really interesting because I thought it was peach and lemon, but it's peach and bergamot, which I love bergamot. I like it better than a lemon. So that's fun. Um I really am not getting a ton of linen and sequoia wood and that kind of orchid. I'm really only getting peach with a little bit of citrus at the end. But if you like peach, if you like peach, I think you'll really rock with this. I'm so pleasantly surprised with this. It smells like fresh, clean peach, which I love that. I'm just like I'm so shocked with this one. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. Now, would it be full bottle worthy? I'm not sure yet. But we'll talk about that at the end, which ones I think might be a full bottle. But this one, she's doing something. Next one. All right, so this next one I believe is pronounced Lucienne. Lucine. I think it's Lucienne. And just like floating, I have no idea what this is supposed to give. Really hit hard out of the gate with Rosetruck, all right, predicting that one was going to be a very rosy fragrance. Everything else, I don't know. I don't know. They were on the nose with Rosetruck. Everything else is just it's too indie. It's too indie for me. Anyways, let's just spray it and then we'll talk about it. This smells like sunscreen. Sunscreen, but no coconut. This smells like spray sports sunscreen. But like you're at the lake. Like you're at the lake and you're spraying sunscreen on. And then you're about to go play around in the water. Probably gonna get an infection of some kind. But it's giving I'm spraying myself on sunscreen. I'm not going to wait the appropriate amount of time before I go in the water, and I'm going to get a sunburn, and then I'm going to get yelled at later. So, okay. Because I'm getting sunscreen but no coconut, it's making me think of something marine or aquatic that's in it, maybe like a sea salt. I'm not entirely sure. But because I'm not getting any coconut, the other thing that I find in sunscreen is citrus. So maybe a lemon, maybe a lime. Yeah. It's creamy but not lactonic, if that makes sense. Like it's just it smells like sunscreen, but not a coconut sunscreen. But it's giving lake to me. And maybe that's just like my scent association in my brain, but it is giving I'm spraying sunscreen at the lake. Ooh, I'm liking this one. This one reminds me of my classic, my girly, my Aqua di Giorgio. Okay, let's get these notes up here. Guys. Guys, am I like smart when it comes to fragrances? Top notes, lemon zest and pomelo. So I was kind of right with the lemon lime, but lemon zest. So a little bit off, but kind of right. Middle notes are magnolia, water lily, and then pitaya, which the magnolia is probably what's giving it that little bit of creaminess to it. That's not a lactonic creaminess, but it still is like it's a little creamy to it, but like a sunscreen creamy, like a lotion. And then the base notes are C notes and ambergris. So ambergris, there's an S in it. I'm gonna say ambergris. So I believe I was a little correct with I said sea salt, but I did say aquatic. It's my game, my rules. Um so it is I was kind of in the right vein. But this is a very interesting notes list and scent profile. I am still maintaining smells like sunscreen. Smells like creamy sunscreen. Um which I know is a lot of people's vibes. I like it. I'm liking it. Um, I am liking it. It was very interesting because it really kind of sent me back to a little lake day, which I love that. Interesting. No rest for the wicked. We are moving right along. This one is in this world, which could mean anything. Maybe it's very earthy, maybe natural. I'm not sure what's in this world. Earth, water. Let's just spray it. Hold on. Now, if you just saw me and my brain palace moving 1,000 miles an hour, I was doing a little scent association. And this in this world smells quite similar to Nosferatu by Heretic. Now, in my brain, what's the main thing that sticks out to me in Nosferatu that matches on here? Purple florals. What purple florals are what purple florals are in here? Iris, violet, and lilac. So I'm thinking we might have some purple florals in here. It's green. It's green, it's grassy, it's floral. Smells like Nosferatu, but Nosferatu smells a little bit more wilted. This one seems a little bit fresher. So I'm getting bright purple florals. I'm getting, we're thinking violet, we're thinking iris, we're thinking lilac. Ooh, maybe a little sandalwood. I'm getting something a little bit, since it's green and earthy, maybe a little bit woody in there as well. So maybe some moss, maybe some sandalwood in there, maybe around like the base. But yeah, floral. So let's get these notes up and let's see what's going on, because I want to compare and contrast this and her. So let's pull it up. So this one has top notes of eucalyptus and blood orange. I got no blood orange, but I did say it was a bit green, so eucalyptus does kind of make a little bit of sense. Middle notes of fig, very green. Violet, did I not say violet like 4 times? In lavender. Lavender, a purple floral. Not a purple floral that I mentioned, but it is purple. So I don't really get a ton of lavender. The lavender, I don't really get a ton of lavender with that. Base notes of sage, woody notes, and then tonka bean. Makes sense. I did say sandalwood, which was not the woody note that was mentioned, but I'm just glad that I got that violet in there. It smells so floral. The eucalyptus and the fig makes sense. It all makes sense. Is very floral. It's not my kind of floral necessarily. It smells very similar to me, like a more bright, alive version of Nosferatu. So that's interesting. She's not bad though. The last one of this set, and the one that overlaps with the other Discovery set, is Shushu. God, I hope I pronounced that right. I believe that it is pronounced Shushu. So, any whoosies, let's spray it. And then for full transparency, when I looked up on Google how to pronounce this, it did say like show French pastry. So I'm thinking this might be a little sweet gourmand. Most definitely, she is a sweet French pastry. Ooh, that's delicious. It reminds me a little bit of Acro Bake, but a little softer. It's like Acro Bake, but a little bit softer, which is making me think lemon. It's making me think of ice cream, of milk, lactonic notes. Definitely some vanilla, maybe a little caramel in there. Sweet lemon. Sweet sugary lemon. Sweet sugary lemon, which is something that a Southern belle would say, is sitting on her porch, going, darling, you are as sweet as a sugary lemon. Which is really, like, you think it's a compliment, it's really an insult. Oof. Yeah! Yeah! This is nice. This one's nice. This one is really, really nice, but I'm afraid because it reminds me of Acro Bake that is going to have the same kind of effect on me that Acro Bake does, where I like it for the first little bit and then it gives me a headache. Anyways, let's look up these notes. I'm thinking sugary lemon. What do you think? Leave your guesses in the comments. And darling, I do declare that I may have a nose, a little snout, if you will, like that of a truffle-seeking hog. Because did I not say whipped cream, lactonic notes, sugary lemon? Yes, sir. Ma'am, this has top notes of whipped cream lemon zest, which I believe I said all those things. Middle notes of vanilla, caramel, and salt. I know I mentioned vanilla and caramel, but that is kind of a classic staple of these kind of sugary lemon scents. So that was a freebie. And salt, which is interesting. I get no salts, but that's okay. Base notes of sandalwood, mocha, and cocoa. Mocha is interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen mocha as a note in a fragrance before. Sandalwood, love to see it there. Um, Sugary lemon reminds me of Capri in a bottle, reminds me of Acro Bake, which I've said. I can see this giving me a headache, a migraine. I would have to test it on the skin, but I do find that those sugary lemon fragrances tend to give me headaches, which is frankly the biggest heartbreak I've ever experienced. More than any ex, because I love a sugary lemon scent so much. But they don't love me. All right, my dears, we are halfway done. And just a reminder, this was the Vivid Discovery set. We are now moving on to the Unseen Discovery set. So the first one on the back of the box is Bow, and just like all the other ones, except for Rosetruck, I have no idea what this is going to smell like. But let's just spray it. Bit peppery right off the bat. I hate to do this with all of them, but this smells a little bit like my darling girl Udwell up here, my diptyque, and a little bit of Lieutenant Ranch. So I'm getting woodsy notes. I'm getting woodsy, resinous, maybe some pine, maybe cedar, something woody, something very woody in there. Maybe a little bit of resinousness to it. Maybe a little bit of vanilla, maybe tonka bean. Something a little bit sweet, but earthy sweet. I'm loving this one, by the way. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this one. This smells like a forest. This smells like a sweet forest. And if you guys know me, you know that that is the scent I like. I love a sweet forest because it reminded me of two of my absolute favorites. Um, I'm loving this. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite one. This out of all of them so far. This is my favorite one. I'm getting these notes because I need to see them now, guys. We've got elmi resin and tobacco in the top notes. We've got incense and then some more sequoia, a lot of sequoia in the middle notes, and then base notes of cedar and vanilla. Come on. Come on. Those are very similar to a lot of my absolute favorite fragrances. It's so good. Oh my god, this smells so good. You guys know I love a sweet little forest scent. Like the little fairy that I am. I love this one. Love this one. Smells very similar. Udwell. Smells very similar to Udwell. I love that. I would bathe in Udwell if I could, but I can't. So I won't. But I love this one so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Definitely my favorite one out of all the ones we've tried so far. Without a doubt. No question. I don't want to move on, but we have a couple more left. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. All right, guys, we are keeping it going. We have Ethereal Wave up next. That sounds lovely. I don't know what that's going to smell like, but I love the word ethereal. That sounds fun. It's a little peppery and green and a little citrus. Smells good though. I can't really get a grasp on it. It's very well blended though. But I'm getting a little bit of maybe pink pepper, maybe a little bergamot. Yeah, but I can't really get a good can't really get a good hold on the other notes of this. We went from me being so confident about the peach and then now to this I'm like it's green, whatever. It smells a little like it has a note of glue stick. It's giving it's giving notes of glue stick. It's got base notes of bergamot and glue and top notes of pink pepper and leaf. Oh, okay, well, let's get the notes. I'm going crazy. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, Black tea, white tea, bergamot. So maybe I'm not stupid after all. Maybe I know a little thing or two about what I'm talking about. Cardamom, and then blonde woods. That cardamom definitely reads more as pepper to me, but what do I know? No notes of glue stick anywhere. No glue stick notes. This is like probably the best blended scent wise out of all of them, but I'm just not really rocking with it too much. I don't know. Do I like it personally? No. I get notes of glue, which I probably shouldn't be getting. Maybe I've just been smelling stuff in my room for too long, spraying chemicals in here. I don't know. You tell me. We have like two more, so let's keep going. All right, our second to last fragrance we are going to be looking at, sniffing, is Studied, which is an interesting name, making me think maybe like replica whispers in the library, maybe some like old book notes, maybe ink. I don't know. Maybe coffee, tea, like something. I'm thinking like academia. I'm thinking academic right now. Maybe like college student having a coffee at the library. I would love that. Oh my god, I would love that. Very replica whispers in the library is what is immediately coming to my brain right now. But let's enough with me talking. I'm spritzing now. I feel like I don't know what happened, but as soon as I started comparing it in my brain to things that I have in my collection, I'm now smelling what I have in my collection. Because this is really giving Glossier U. I'm definitely getting a similar body to Glossier U in Studied, but I am seeing, or rather, I'm smelling that this is definitely fruitier. It's got a little bit more, like, it's a little bit more juiciness to it. Yeah, I'm getting very like fruity Glossier U with this. So what's in Glossier U? Iris, Ambroxan, pink pepper. Yeah, I'm getting that in here. And then what, something juicy? Maybe peach again, but it's like it's very subtle. It's very nice. This is a very your skin but better scent. Um if you love Glossier U, you will love this. This is a beautiful perfume. This is amazing. I love this. But it really came as a shock to me because it's like Glossier U came to my front door, punched me in the face, and then said, "Here you go. Here's a peach afterwards. Call me by your name type shit." Okay? So that's what I'm getting with this. Let's pull up these notes so that I can like validate myself and that I'm not going crazy. Do I look crazy? Is this the face of somebody who looks crazy to you? I'm never gonna get sponsored. Okay. Pulled up these notes. Alright, and then I pulled up Glossier notes next to it. And before I get into Studied notes, let me just say fragrance notes of Glossier U. iris, pink pepper, ambroxan, and ambrette. Now, now, if I studied up enough, top notes of studied for Liis, pear, ambrette. That's a musk. Middle notes, carrot and iris. That's number 2. Base notes, ambroxan and cashmeran. Where else is cashmeran? Glossier U with the purple one. I made a video of the purple one that just came out. Has cashmeran in it. I know this. Now, pear, absolutely. The fruitiness in here, pear, for sure. Love it. Smells delicious. Carrot. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? We putting carrots in our fragrances? I'm not getting carrot. I'm really not getting carrot. I don't really know if I would be able to tell if I was getting carrot in this. So I can't say I'm upset that I'm not getting carrot. But it's got carrot in it. To be fair, ambroxan, cashmere, iris, ambrette, and then the pear, all of that, yes, absolutely, you can. That's in there. I really like this fragrance. It's a your skin but better, very but it's very Glossier. It feels like it's got a Glossier formulation to it. So if you like any of the Glossier fragrances, you should try this one. This one it's very interesting. I didn't expect it. Was not replica Whispers in the Library. No coffee, no tea like I was expecting. No Monster Energy drink. But maybe I'm studying differently. I'm not sure. I like it though. I really, really like it. I just thought I was going insane. I thought I was going insane. Anyways, moving on. All right. Last one of all this little discovery set, and the last Liis perfume that there is. This is Of True Minds. I don't even know what that's gonna smell like, so let's just not even try to predict anything. Let's just get into it. You guys. This has patchouli in it. This has patchouli. I don't like patchouli. I'm such a baby. I don't like patchouli. I've mentioned it before. It's got patchouli, but it's also got other stuff that I can tell I don't like. It's probably got like some tobacco in it. Probably got leather. Reminds me of a cowboy. Like, if you want to be a cowboy, this is probably really good for you. But I don't want to smell it. Oh, oh my gosh. I like Rosetruck more than this one. This is my hatred of patchouli. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna smell this one anymore because I'm really, really not liking it. It's gonna give me a migraine. So let's pull up the notes and then we'll discuss. I already know there's patchouli. I get it. I can smell it. You can probably smell it. Smell-o-vision. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. Go away. All right. Well, we are coincidentally ending off on the least favorite one of this entire collection. This has patchouli, suede, amaretto, orris, nutmeg, benzoin, and labdanum. Labdanum. Um, no. It's a no from me. It's a no from me. Unfortunately, so sorry, you guys. Patchouli. Anything with patchouli, it always comes right to the top, and it always goes right to my brain in a migraine. I just also don't like the way it smells. Amaretto, I don't really, not really feeling that. Suede, it's in the same house of leather in my brain. No. It's gonna get a no from me. So sorry. Alright, everyone. That was fun. I really, really loved that. We found some that I quite enjoyed, like bow, floating, studied. I really liked all of those ones. If you find bow just sitting in my fragrance shelf for the next coming videos, don't be afraid. Be not afraid. I really enjoyed those. We found some that we really liked. We found some that we didn't care for, but that's that. I found that this brand stuck true to its words of minimalism. These all seemed very companion scents, very much you wear them and they feel very true to yourself if you were to wear them, if that makes sense. Nothing super beast mode, nothing super gourmand, nothing very gimmicky. I found they were all very classy. I really, really enjoyed them. And I enjoyed you guys for hanging out with me today. So, thank you so much for doing that. I have a couple other brands that I would love to review discovery set wise, but let me know if you guys wanted to see any brands in the next videos. So, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, a subscribe, a comment if you would like to, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!